this is bonding, but you're going to get what you don't always get, pretty high-level competition, it sounds like.
Yeah, I'd say at the start of it, when we had the opportunity to take this trip, as much as anything, you want that unity, that team building, that chemistry. That's really important, something we value a lot. To your point, it was also important that we had quality games. A lot of times you go on trips and again, there's still a lot of variables. You don't know exactly what the teams are going to be that we're going to play, but from what we understand, it should be some good competition, some games that'll challenge us, which it helps guys, especially when you have as many new guys and freshmen as we do. It helps those guys get, more realistic game repetitions, with officials against another team. So that's something that we really look forward to as well.
TJ, we've talked about Milan a lot. Obviously, how have some of the other newcomers like Curtis, Jackson, how have they really helped space the floor as well as you're kind of moving things offensively?
Yeah, I think all three of those guys, ability to make shots and make plays, they do it at a high level. What I've noticed from Curtis is every week he's continuing to improve and his confidence is growing, and he's really being aggressive. We want him to hunt every opportunity that he can because we have a lot of confidence in what he can do, and he's showing himself and his teammates that's a big part of what he does, and we're going to count on for. Jackson, has the opportunity. He can make plays for other. He does a great job getting into the paint. We'd even encourage him to hunt more opportunities from three because he's always been a terrific three-point shooter. And so, he does a great job getting in that paint, but we want him to hunt even more. So I think with all three of those guys, certainly we've talked about Milan and at his size, his ability to stretch the floor, and his skill level. So those guys give us a skill level that, really helps our offense.
And obviously, defense is such a big part of this culture. How do players like, obviously Omaha now, Milan with some of his length, Watson back, how do they really kind of help make things a little tougher perimeter speaking as well?
Well, I think it's important with how we defend that, certainly we do a great job guarding the dribble first and foremost, and having guys like Taman and Keyshawn, and Jackson's been terrific lately too, that guard the ball. That's important. Then on the wing, you want that length and versatility. You want switchability off the ball, guys that can guard multiple positions that have that length. So when you look at guys like Demarion and Omaha with 7-foot wingspans, guys that have great foot speed and ability to cover up ground, and then a guy like Milan who uses his size, length, to be impactful off the ball, and he's continued to take steps forward on the ball. That gives you a chance defensively to do some special things.
What are you looking for rotation-wise out of this trip? Is there a lot of new things you want to try? Is it kind of, poke and hope, or is there some stuff you have in the back of your mind that you want to see on the court?
Yeah, for us, we build this mindset that everything's about winning. We want to win in everything we do, and that's going to be part of it. And yet at the same time, getting those game minutes and experience for guys, it's going to be important, and seeing what they do when they're out there. So there'll be the part that, hey, let's win this game. There's also going to be the part of getting guys, especially with all the freshmen that we have, getting them some real minutes and real opportunities before we get going again here in the fall is going to be important for their development. So we want to make sure that we have that blend of getting guys opportunities yet doing what we can to win the game.
Among your returning guys, who are some or who is one who's added a significant amount of something good to his game, and how excited are you then to see them in that sort of competition-based show that?
Yeah, I think Taman has shot the ball extremely well. That's something that'll certainly stand out, be talked about, and is relevant. I really think, Hassan Ward could be a guy that, people aren't expecting that could be one of the more improved players in the entire conference. I think he's really taken a step forward. You can just see his body looks different. He's moving different. He's tip dunking. He's catching lobs. He's finishing plays at the rim. So that's really stood out. And then I can't say enough about what Rob and what TK have done from a leadership standpoint. Because they're communicating at such a high level. They're demanding things of the group, and that'll really pay off not only for our team but for their individual play as well.
Curtis really took a big step forward from year 1 to year 2 in Buffalo. How are you, or have you seen anything from him to really be confident in the fact that he'll be able to slot right in and do that in the Big 12 right away?
Yeah, he's shown, as like I said, initially you get here, and I think we've had guys that have transferred up from mid-major programs, and when they get here, maybe the speed, the quickness, the athleticism is a little different than what they saw every single day in practice sometimes. And I think for Kurt, he's in a good program, very well coached, And I think when he first got here, it was a lot. There's a lot on his plate, a lot expected and being demanded of him. But right now, you can see what a high level of confidence he's playing with. So we have, full belief in what he'll be able to do, and based on what he's showing every single day. And I do believe that immediately from the start of the season, that will show up for him because he's doing the work, and we need him to step up. He will do that.
And you mentioned Taman's shooting has gotten significantly better from last year. Do you think adding those 3 transfer guys in to help on the offensive, particularly in the three-point area, is just going to take some pressure off him?
It definitely does. And for Taman, having more guys out there that can put it on the floor and create an advantage puts him in more of a spot where he can hunt a catch and shoot 3-point opportunity. That certainly helps. So multiple playmakers has helped. Better space, as you're alluding to, with more guys that can shoot the ball open the court up more and more guys maybe to be aware of. So, and I think part of it's just Taman's put in the hard work, and he's earned the confidence through the work that he's put in, being able to isolate that skill set in the spring and the early part of the summer to really build his confidence.
Off the court, you got some activities planned for this thing, going snorkeling or
Yeah.
fishing or that good stuff?
Yeah, Mike would be the expert, but I know we have a catamaran tour that we're going on. Our second day we're going on as a team, and that'll be great. We have a one-team dinner that we're going to do with everybody together, and sure, Mike has a few other things that aren't coming to my mind, but we want that balance of guys being able to explore and check things out there, go down this water slide, or go to the beach over here and do those things together. So it's kind of that blend of, hey, there's things that we have to do here and that we're going to do together that we're going to embrace, and then giving them a little bit of that autonomy to do some things there too.
How has Caden been able to make an impact early? Obviously with his size and some of his versatility, specifically defensively.
Caden's a guy that's just has a great feel for the game on both sides. So offensively, what he's able to do as a frontline player is create action, movement, ball reversal. He understands how to screen, get the ball side to side. He's been very well coached and schooled that way. And then defensively, he just has really good habits for a freshman. You can tell, again, the coaching that's been there and the habits that have been built. But he's a guy who's innately a great talker. He has good recognition. For a lot of freshmen, the game's still going fast. And I think every day that passes, it slows down a little bit more for Caden, and then his basketball acumen kind of takes over from there.
I know when you took over officially here, it was a little bit hectic getting that roster put together, but compare that to this season after building that foundation, how much easier, I guess, better word would be, different is it putting a team together once that foundation is already in place and just bringing a couple new guys in rather than a ton?
Yeah, well, I think the work habits that we stand for and the standards that we have every day, our guys know what those are now, and our older guys carry those forward. So when you're able to return guys like Rob and Hassan and TK and Taman, they carry those habits forward and tell, hey, this is how we do things here. And so then guys fall in line immediately when they come in. So I think, guys watch us play. Guys know what we demand when we recruit them. Probably unique. Like we tell them, hey, you're going to have to work really hard, and we're going to challenge you. And, on a daily basis, that's what we're about, is that development and that work capacity. So they know what they're signing up for coming here now. They know what it looks like on game night. They have a clear picture. And so I think it's a lot more clarity in what we're trying to do and how we're going about doing it.